What is up, InterWebs? Big Blue here, coming at you with our Voltron Legendary Defender Season 2 recap and review. This is a full season, all 13 episodes that dropped on Netflix the other day. We're going to talk about them. This is the second time I've attempted to do this. I did it earlier today after having watched it, and I was so excited about talking about it that I rambled on for about 45 minutes. So I'm going to kind of brief this down a lot more and just kind of run through just the nuts and bolts of what I really, really liked and some of the things that I didn't like so much about this, and kind of keep it to, well, not 45 minutes, because Lord knows I can tend to ramble on about stuff that I really, really like. Okay, Season 2, I thought this season was much better than Season 1. Season 1 was really, really good. I liked it a lot, but it definitely had some slow parts in it. And you could definitely tell that they were still trying to flesh out where they were going with the characters, what they were trying to do with the storyline, and stuff like that. But this season, with the exception of the second episode was really, really, really weak. I think that they could have done a lot more with how Lance and Hunk got back to the rest of the group. The first episode was really good. I like the bonding that Shiro and Keith had. I like the character development they had with Keith and how he's growing from the hothead. I like how Shiro is grooming him to maybe foreshadowing taking over the reins of leading the team one day if anything should happen to him, throwing back to the original series, because we know that Keith was the leader of the original series. But that being said, jumping into the third episode, we really start getting into the nuts and bolts of what this season is all about. We see that there's a resistance for against the Galra and Zarkon, and they meet up with them, and that Zarkon's able to track them somehow. We don't know how. We all figure that through his psychic connection with the Black Lion, but they don't figure that out for a couple of episodes. I think they drag that out a little bit too much. It's kind of really, really obvious to those of us that know what's going on, but the struggle that Keith's having throughout these couple of episodes, he thinks that it's him that Zarkon's tracking because he's got this dagger that he's had forever, and Allura thinks it's her that Zarkon's tracking because of her Altean energy and stuff like that. I got a little cheat sheet over here, so if you see me glancing over here, that's what I'm looking at. Obviously Shiro thinks that it's the psychic connection that Zarkon has with the Black Lion, and obviously we all know that that's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what it turns out to be. So we see that, and then we get more character development with Pidge and her connection with her lion, and the fact that she's Little Miss Tech Savvy Guru, and the Green Lion's all Earth Lion and nature and stuff like that, and they have a really good coming together of the tech world and the Earth spirit and stuff, and that it's all really just made up of the same energy and stuff, and that was really cool. And it just had so much going on as far as really, really cool stuff. And the humor in this show just never ceases to make me laugh. Lance cracks me up, and I said it in my Season 1 review, and I'll say it again. If you're a fan of the Last Airbender series and you're a fan of the character of Sokka, Lance is this show's Sokka. He's so funny, and the stuff that he does, and not only the stuff that he does, but their reactions to him when they're just like, shut up, and he's like, oh. It cracks me up every time. It's like, ah. So anyway, cracks me up all the time. I still haven't gotten a whole lot of Lance's backstory, but I don't really think we need it yet. He's enough of wears his heart on his sleeve to, we get a sense of who he is. Same thing with Hunk. He's, thinks with his stomach, and he's, the genius engineer. He's Scotty for the team. So that's a lot of fun. Some of the negatives that I've had for this season, there's still stretches of episodes where they don't even form Voltron. The name of the show is Voltron Legendary Defender, and there's stretches where they don't even form Voltron. And I said it before in season 1, I'm okay with that because the writing's really good, the storytelling's really good, the character development and their interactions are really, really good. But at the end of the day, I want to see more Voltron. I want to see them fighting more Robeasts. But at the same time, one of my biggest complaints with the original series was that's all it was Robeast shows up, form Voltron, blazing sword, kill the beast, hey! Robeast shows up, form Voltron, blazing sword, kill the beast, hey! Every fucking week. That was all the show was. This, at least, we have really good story arcs, we've got good character development, we've got good character interaction, and it's funny, it's very entertaining. So, is that a big negative for me? Kind of hard to say. At the end of the day, I'm still very, very entertained by this show. I like it a lot. In the last 2 episodes, I forget the name of the one leading up. I think it's like Battle Plan or Plan of Attack or The Best Laid Plans is what it was called. Something like that. Anyway, there's the space battle in that episode that is one of the most awesome space battles I've ever seen. I put it up there on par with the space battle in Return of the Jedi. If you've seen Rogue One that's in theaters right now, it's on par with that space battle. It's an animated space battle, but it's still so friggin' good. And the various different parts that are going on at once with Keith on the ship doing his thing, and the Shiro doing his thing, and then once the castle's uncloaked and doing its thing, it's just all these different components all doing various different things, and it all comes together, and it's so good. And then we translates into the final battle between Voltron and Zarkon, and he finally gets into his big mech suit, and so good. When Hagar summons her little quintessence essence sucker thing and zaps Voltron of all of its energy, and Shiro has his freaking St. Crispin's Day equivalent type speech, and they're all like, I'm in it with you, Shiro, and Keith's like, till the very end, and Pidge is like, let's take him down, and Lance is like, yeah, and then I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it. I was freaking shedding a tear thinking about it when I was watching it. I wanted to stand up and cheer, but I'm a big fat guy and I don't get off the couch that easily, so it didn't happen. But I wanted to. In my head, I was jumping up and down around the fucking living room going, yeah, it was great. So anyway, it was awesome. And then we get the big reveal that Hagar is Altean. Blew my mind. That was awesome. And she's shooting her stuff at Allura, and Allura's just like, no, bitch, that ain't gonna work. That was awesome. I loved that twist. It was so good, because Allura thinks that she and Karan are the last of her species, and turns out, no, there's one more, and she's a bad guy. So that twist, I loved that storytelling element. Some of the other things that I loved, is the character designs. I love some of the throwback elements that when the guys aren't in their suits, the clothes that they're wearing are the same clothing designs from the original series, like Hunk's jacket and the stripe that Keith wears with the red jacket and the white stripe and stuff. And even, I think Lance makes a comment about his mullet in one episode, not this season, last season, because I don't know that mullet anywhere. So that is really, really entertaining to me. The fact that they're being able to pay tribute to where the show originated from and still making it their own, I think is really, really good. I love this show. I can't wait for season 3, because we're getting Prince Lothar, because Zarkon is in some type of stasis chamber. He's in a coma, critical condition thing. Shiro is gone. We get the Black Paladin's Bayard back from Zarkon, so Shiro has it. It's in the Black Lion, but no Shiro. Where's Shiro going? Is Allura going to take over as one of the Paladins? She going to pilot the Black Lion? Is Keith going to take over the Black Lion? And Allura pilot the Red Lion? Or is Lance going to take over the Red Lion like he did in the original series? I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing where they're going with this. Season 3, I think, is going to be Really, really, really good. If Prince Lothar is as much of a douchebag in this series as he was in the original series, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I hope, if it's the same guys that are doing, I just had this thought, this is going to be good. If it's the same voice actor that did the voice of Zuko in The Last Airbender, because he's done a couple of voices for them now. That'd be cool. If he voiced Lothar, I'd be down for that, because that'd be cool. Because he hasn't been in the show yet, and he's done a bunch of voices for them in the past, so that'd be good. The other thing that is one of my negatives on this is the music. I miss that Voltron theme, the anyway, that's a very poor facsimile of the Voltron theme, but I had to sing it because it was near and dear to my heart growing up. I think it was actually my ringtone for a good long time, but anyway, that's my thoughts on the Voltron Legendary Defender Season 2. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on this show. Are you as big a fan of this season as I am? Like I said, I liked this season a lot more. It had its slow moments. There were a couple of episodes in there through the second half of the season that could have been compressed a little bit. They didn't really do a whole lot. They were just lead-up episodes into the finale, but what a payoff that finale was. So there were like a three-episode string where they kind of broke off into do their own thing, and it was okay. They were still entertaining, but it just was, all right, let's get there. Hurry up and get there. Those 3 episodes probably could have been compressed down into maybe 1.5 episodes, maybe, I guess. I don't know, but that's why I don't work for Netflix. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on Voltron Legendary Defender Season 2. Tweet me any questions or thoughts that you have on it, just at the InterWebs Show. You can find that right down here, or over here, wherever it's going to be. I don't know. One of these two sides. You'll see it right there on the screen. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can share this video so that we spread the word about Voltron Legendary Defender across the universe. And until next time, folks, we will see you on the InterWebs.